Everything has to be Barbara Ann's way or no way. She'll go after me.
Good, good.
Like if I tell her like hit me, she'll try to hit me and I gotta like dodge her.
The world of celebrities is one that can't be ignored, or even denied, if you will. Especially when out of nowhere, someone pops up and becomes a celebrity for the most odd of reasons. You no doubt know of some of these celebrities via the viral video stars or people who make an impression in real life by doing something no one expected. Which brings us to Danielle Bregoli. That name might not mean anything to you right now, but if you were to hear the words "Cash Me Outside" or "Bhad Bhabie," you'd know exactly who we're talking about. So allow us to share with you Cash Me Outside Girl, then and now. Be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. The not-so-secret origins of Bhad Bhabie. So where do we start with this then and now analysis? Why, at the beginning, of course. And what a beginning it is, because her then is still very much affecting her now. This all started in 2016 when then Danielle Bregoli and her mother, Barbara Ann, were interviewed on Dr. Phil for the segment, "I want to give up my car-stealing, knife-wielding, twerking 13-year-old daughter who tried to frame me for a crime." Which is a very long title, if we can note that, and that says a lot about Bregoli's behavior before she ever got her now infamous nickname. And you might have watched that episode hoping that Bregoli would go and find herself in a way that would change her path in life. But that didn't happen at all. She apparently stole a crew member's car while the episode was being filmed. Who does that? When Bregoli became irritated at the laughter that the audience exhibited at her expense, she responded to them by saying, "Catch me outside, how about that?" jokingly challenging them to a fight outside the studio.
Catch me outside, how about that?
Catch you outside? What does that mean?
Her accent made the phrase sound like, "Cash me outside, how about that?" which naturally became the very words that would spark her career. The catchphrase it spawned would inspire a single based on the clip "Cash Me Outside," which was recorded by DJ Suede, the remix god. There were even dances using the catchphrase made, showing just how viral it all was.
Catch me outside, catch me outside, catch me outside, how about that? Catch me outside, catch me outside.
Bregoli and her mother sued 3 companies for infringing her intellectual property rights by using her signature catchphrase without consent. And that says a lot right there, doesn't it? Because the mother took Danielle to Dr. Phil to change, and yet here, she was basically amplifying everything so that they could get rich. Curious. Bhad Bhabie rising. Now, with her new name and view on fame, she started releasing music by August 2017. By May of 2018, she already had 3 singles hit the top 100 charts. She was doing tours, mixtapes, and even major collaborations, proving her value in the music industry and the brand she was growing. But wait, there's more, as she eventually got her own reality show, Bringin' Up Baby. The show will come out on Snapchat as one of their many upcoming Snap originals. The first season had 12 episodes, and TMZ reported outstanding ratings of over 10 million unique viewers in its first 24 hours. They also reported she was set to make over $10 million during 2019. All in all, her fame grew, and 2020 added more songs, a new season of her show, and more to the proceedings. So you'd think she would pump the brakes on certain personality flaws, right? How Bhad Bhabie stirred up controversy. Here's the thing. While you can absolutely applaud Bhad Bhabie for taking a few words and turning it into a career, one that's still evolving even now, you also can't deny that she's followed the trend of many social media stars in that of stirring up controversy to keep her name going. For example, she's had feuds with various social media stars that were not just baseless, but rather juvenile. Such as when she went after JoJo Siwa, because a parent noted that she'd rather have her daughter listen and emulate JoJo versus Bhad Bhabie. And when JoJo mentioned this comment, Bhad Bhabie replied with, "Suck my dick." Just about says it all, doesn't it? Other times, she's gotten so loud and obnoxious that you can't tell if she's telling the truth or just weaving a story. Like how she said she used to be best friends with Billie Eilish, but then Billie's fame got in the way, and now they don't talk anymore. Is that true? We honestly don't know.
How did you guys first meet? What was like the first connection between you guys?
Okay, so we were DMing on Instagram, and then
Always starts in the Instagram DM, man.
right, so Billy slid into my DMs, yeah.
And that's still not the whole story, as we know that she's gone and staged feuds with other stars, and even done fake physical fights just so they could post videos that would go viral. What does this say about her? It shows she's willing to do a lot in order to stay relevant and have people know her name, and it is working in its own way. But it comes at a cost to people calling her various things like troubled, disruptive. And for many parents looking out for their kids, they absolutely see her as a bad influence. Yet, even with all of that, she does have her moments where she does some good things. Bhad Bhabie versus Dr. Phil. Heading to the now portion of our show, Bhad Bhabie was making a lot of headlines in March and April when she revealed to the world that a treatment center that she had been put up in after her Dr. Phil session was not only not helpful, it was downright abusive, to the extent that she wasn't the only one getting hurt in it.
I was 13 years old when I went to Turnabout Ranch. I feel like it's very important for me to speak on this because I kept my mouth shut for so long.
A woman came forward who noted that she had been violated in certain ways at the place known as Turnabout Ranch, and Bhad Bhabie knew she had to speak out as well.
A young lady, her name is Hannah, she recently spoke out because while she was there, she was sexually assaulted, and then when she reported that she was assaulted, she was punished by staff.
Turnabout Ranch Treatment Facility punished this young lady, Hannah, for reporting that one of their staff members assaulted her, Bhad Bhabie wrote in the caption of the video for her Instagram post. Keep in mind, when you're at this program, you cannot have any contact at all with your parents, nor be able to use a phone. This girl couldn't even call the police if she tried. She went on. These children are helpless. They can't contact their parents. They can't tell them what's going on. The ranch takes advantage of that. If children don't listen to them, they don't even let them use a proper restroom or eat real food. They separate them from the other children, force them to sit in a desk facing a wall, make them do hard labor, use a porta potty, eat peanut butter sandwiches and cold ramen, sit in below freezing temperatures, pick weeds, and put together over 20 piles of horse manure with a wheelbarrow. How is punishing children supposed to help them become better? A question that many were thinking about after this post went viral.
I expected to be treated with understanding. Instead, I experienced retaliation from the ranch after I spoke up.
Breaking code silence. As word of this story grew, Bhad Bhabie was contacted by a group known as Breaking Code Silence.
Oh, Dr. Phil, I'm going to give you from now till April 5th to issue an apology.
Which is an entity dedicated to exposing flaws in the troubled teen industry, like with Turnabout Ranch. In a tell-all video, Bhad Bhabie went deeper into detail about the ranch and what they forced the teens to do. You have to sit there for 3 days, Bregoli said.
You have to sit there for 3 days. They wouldn't let me lay down for nothing.
They wouldn't let me lay down for nothing. Like, I was falling asleep, and they're like, oh, get up, get up. So I'm just sitting here like, this is gonna be really bad when I see these people have no sympathy.
Like, I was falling asleep and they were like, get up, get up. So I'm just sitting here like, this is gonna be really bad.
Speaking of no sympathy, she also was sure to call out Dr. Phil for not only approving of the camp, but telling parents to send their kids there. I'm not really sure why Dr. Phil still sends kids here, cause it really doesn't make sense. Are you trying to help them, or are you trying to hurt them even more?
I'm not really sure why Dr. Phil still sends kids here. It really doesn't make sense. Like, are you trying to help them, or are you trying to hurt them even more?
Cause we all know he's a phony as it is, but don't be sending kids somewhere just to make it look like you're trying to do something.
Cause, I mean, we all know he's a phony as it is, but like, don't be sending kids somewhere just to make it look like you're trying to do something.
The future of Bhad Bhabie. So what is the future of Bhad Bhabie? Well, she's still working and hustling to keep her name and fame out there. For example, she went onto the controversial service OnlyFans and made $1 million in 6 hours, breaking a record. Oh, and she's only 18, so you can make of this what you will. More than likely, she's going to go and continue doing things her way, because that's all she's ever done. She doesn't care about the controversy, or how loud she has to be in order to get things done. She'll get them done, and then move on to the next way to get herself some fame. So, what do you think? What do you think of this look at Bhad Bhabie, and all the things she's done both in the beginnings of her career and the later parts of it that have led to this point? Are you surprised that a few simple words sparked the beginnings of a career? Are you saddened by the fact that she was apparently abused when she was supposed to be getting help? What do you feel is her actual chances of having a normal life after all of this? Let us know in the comments below. Be sure to subscribe, and we'll see you next time on the channel.